here and welcome back to another video. So today we're playing a horror game, Slay the Princess. Now I've seen this game a lot of other YouTubers play, and apparently the different choices you make, the different story begins, and you're supposed to slay her in a different ways. I don't know anything else about this game except for the story is you need to slay her, and there are different endings. Apparently we're gonna try and find different endings. I hope this isn't too loud, my voice or this music here, but let's start the game. Yeah, well, there you go. New game. I'm gonna put this a little bit quieter, it's too loud for me.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, the narrator.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I don't know, the world is kinda shit anyway. Probably won't be that bad. Huh. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad. Bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? I get some sort of reward for doing this. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. So I always wanted to offer monarch, view a la revolution. Yeah, French. Where's the... Have you considered maybe I'm okay?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
You sure about that?
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Who knows? You picked me, not me. Well...
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Yeah, do you have any
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I suppose so. Fine, let's go. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, is the maybe. Okay, let's ask him this.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Well, okay, but still, I mean, whatever. Let's just go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
He makes a valid point.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table, perched on that table is a pristine blade.
So before we continue this game, as you can see the cabin now, all of this through different choices, and the more you play, it always changes. The cabin looks now nice wooden, then it will look different, and everything. The scenery also changes and everything. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Why not just face like her? Okay.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Why? If she's like really strong or something? Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
That's kind of mean. Okay.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It is your executioner.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
That's just I'm checking on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would I ever think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nah. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I mean, have you seen enemy demons? They're very nice. Let's drop it and see what happens.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
What's gonna happen now?
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Don't worry, I won't forget about that. If she really is dangerous, I'm gonna pick it up and... Well, I should not say because of YouTube guidance.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming onto me? How would I get you out of here?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
So are you like immortal or something?
Just how long has she been down here?
That's what I want to know.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here? chained to a wall. Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Her eyes are actually like... The fact, what are you going to do if I let you out of here? No, but I'm sure they have their reasons to keep you... to keeping that information secret from me. No, and I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. You know what, let's do this.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
This sounds kind of... I still have a few more questions. I decided what to do.
Fine. What do you want to know?
Let's do this a little bit more. How would I get you out of here? What's your name? How long have you been down here? How long? I don't care about your name.
Too long.
That's the best you can give me? Too long?
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, she's a bitch, I'm gonna say her.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How would I give you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Which is?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
It sounds like every other woman, to be honest. Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah.
You know why you're here.
I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. Slay the princess. You know what, let's do this.
You have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
You would be surprised how stupid people are.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
You gotta be kidding me.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Did you lock the fucking door? Come on. Let's return down.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
But I don't want to slay her.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Oh my god. Fine.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Apparently they lock everyone down here.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
So they don't give me any option. Fine.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Wait a minute. What the fuck is wrong with my arms? Am I the fucking demon or something? Are we all monsters and we're afraid of a human? Is this what's happening here? Look at the fucking large eyes.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
She's a fucking... I guess she is a demon. I mean, look at the fucking this. She's not even flinching or like crying or anything. Wow, she's a monster apparently.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Yeah. Apparently he was right. She is a crazy.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No,
Please.
we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Can he control me?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
He's controlling me. The narrator is controlling me, so even if I don't want to kill her, I still need to kill her.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
It doesn't give me a fucking... Fine.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious?
It wasn't me.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you.
You can give me a benefit of the doubt. I mean, come on, I just saved you.
Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one.
I'm pretty sure you can. I mean, you didn't even flinch when I cut off your arm.
But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
I'll just take the princess. What if I give up?
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker. You fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
I just saved you. What's the problem?
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Wow. Chapter 2, The Tower. So this is the point that's gonna change.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. She's going to kill me again.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Voice of the Broken. So this is my other voice when I died? Or like... Voice of the Broken. I think this is like a voice of my... not conscience, of my emotion, I think. So this emotion is fear, sadness, depression, basically. This is the emotion. Voice of the Broken.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
Yeah, this is fear. This is the sound of fear, basically. Like doubt, almost.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
We all also have sound of narrator. We just don't realize it, because we don't think too much about it.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That's a good question.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I don't know, I didn't see that because I died.
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
You're a fucking liar.
Just be quick about it.
She killed me last time. Around how I can make sure that doesn't happen again. All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone kill like that in the world? Yeah. This is
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time just Get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
He does the question. He's supposed to know everything. He's the narrator.
Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
The voice of the broken is more realistic than anyone else.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Let's just go.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Turn around and leave. Closest to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying.
Yeah, okay, no.
Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us. At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Proceed to the cabin.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
See how I said now it's different, so it always changes. The cabin and the scenery will change as well, I think.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
I was.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway, and I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
I doubt it.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Because we probably have no face. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Okay. Explore, take the blade, yeah.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Apparently so. And she's gonna look completely different, I bet you. She's gonna look like a demon. I'm positive of it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Why?
This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Yeah, see, she sounds like a demon.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Yeah, isn't that kind of strange?
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Can you?
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
You fall to your knees and see the princess in her demon form.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
She looks like some sort of godly figure, I guess.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
Wait, did I drop it? Oh no, I didn't want to do it. Okay,
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Yeah, I mean, I really wouldn't like to fight this type of her in this form.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Let's just do what she says.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Okay.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her, and if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
Yes.
And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
I can.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
How the fuck am I supposed to kill her? She already killed me once, and now she's even more powerful than before. Like, this narrator is so dumb. He wants me to get killed for no reason, just because he thinks I can stop it. Like, she's a pure godly presence. Like, she's God, basically. Sorry, a goddess.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
My mind is all I have left, to be honest. Let's just ask her.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Yeah, if you're powerful, can you just because you're supposed to end the war doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. That's kind of stupid, I said, okay? I have a question for you before I decided to do anything. We're already there. Yeah, let's ask her this.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Great. Yeah.
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do.
Then you can sit down here. What's the problem then?
The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
Great. That's great.
Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want. Let's just do that.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
You have no heart. Let's just pledge our allegiance to her.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
No, you're that scary.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so high, not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Yes.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Nice. This was. When I saw some other people play this, I didn't see this. So this is much different from some other people that play this. Yes, finally, he's fucking dying.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh, she's the narrator now.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Break the chain.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Take her hand. And she's gone. So these are like the different ends. But you don't take her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd ever go about looking for her. The narrator is gone, yeah.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
I don't think so.
Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I think I should.
I don't want to look at us.
I do want. Approach the
I'm
mirror.
begging you, don't do this.
Ignore him. You approach the mirror. Science as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. That's how I look like? I look like nothing. It's you. Am I like a shadow person? You're alone in the place that it's empty, it's quiet there. Proceed to the cabin, what? Is that her? It's half of her? You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
This looks fucking weird. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I am a solitary light in an empty city. Solitary light? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
So you need a vessel to be more. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
This is some really like psychological thing that would show you like the world. I mean, like, wow. The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Well, there's nothing around.
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant,
Nothing comes here but us.
Okay.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
It wouldn't really matter to me. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Yes, it does. It matters a lot.
I know only that they are.
That means absolutely. Okay. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Okay.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
I'll believe you. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Everyone's afraid of that. Of death. Everyone's afraid to die. It's a part of human soul, so even if you say that it's not true, how much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
I'm a Scorpion, so I kind of know that death and rebirth. So it also changes.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Oh my god, it's just so fucking... I'm not going yet, wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
What if I wait forever?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Hey guys, my game crashed, so let's continue from where
You
we
have
left
returned
off.
to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Yes. Okay, make me forget. So
She
chapter 3.
asks that I tell you to remember her.
Yes, please.
You won't.
Oh, great. Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
You can skip previously. Just tab. We won't do anything else. Let's just go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
So this is again.
The interior
from
of the cabin is almost entire.
So this is again from the beginning, and as I said, there's multiple different endings.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I think we got the best.
The door to the basement, her voice carries up.
Yeah, okay.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yes, she is.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm just here to talk. I think I can just say this.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I think.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Say the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
So this is gonna be the ending I already saw. There's 3 chapters in this one.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Then why don't you say her yourself?
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there?
No.
If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
I got you, bitch.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
Yes, it was.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
Guys, it's fucking hot in this fucking room. I'm sitting like a dog. Oh my god. That's it.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
It should be at least.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Just like that. Chapter 2. The Adversary. So...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't...
I'm getting deja vu. Proceed to... What happens if I turn
Can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going? Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No, but does it matter? Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Are you fucking kidding me? So it's like... There's more movies like this. They go into the forest and they just walk in circles. No matter how long they walk, where they go, they always go to the back to the same place. What are we trying to do again?
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
I honestly don't.
Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
And I'm gonna go back to the...
Something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Okay, so something different.
What's going on? Where are we?
I never saw this ending.
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen? No.
Voice of the Seven. So is the world ending? The world around you is unwound. The physically matter replaced by a texture of nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. You already know what floats in the empty space. Yeah, we saw it before. You're no longer alone, huh? Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance, fingers dry, clawing across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration, the vessel is full of you. It's unselfish to use if it doesn't bring more gifts. Sorry, my reading is shit. Force push against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must wave something new. A wagging finger. There's only so much dread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to
Okay, so I got a different stuff.
You make your... We're not going to go through with this, right? The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air...
Guys, I'm not gonna play the entire thing again. I'm gonna probably end the video, not right here, but I will end the video soon, in a couple minutes. If you wanna see other endings, go watch other YouTubers and see how they do it. Sounds stupid, but I can play this game probably for hours and hours, and I don't want to play just one game for the entire day.
You take the blade from the... The door to the... Her voice...
Who's there?
She said, don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the... She's focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can... I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you...
She's unarmed. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh.
It's pretty easy, huh?
This is it, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Well, you didn't see it coming, and you don't need to wonder. Just disappear.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Oh yeah, it was enough.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs. closing the door to the basement behind you.
And I cannot leave the
Why
cabin.
do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Let me save it. Let's return now. Leave. And you cannot
You
leave.
open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
What happened?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
So we're in a different dimension or something? What the fuck is going on? That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Doubt it.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right? I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
He's right. It's the only way out.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
What wonderful place. We're in a fucking cabin with nothing.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Thank you.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world?
No.
An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Try to do the spectre.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
No, we didn't.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. But, well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before,
Let's just go to the cabin.
a warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat,
Yeah,
she
we all
won't be a
know
problem.
this. There should be a little bit of change in it, right? There's a
The
mirror.
interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners.
Again, guys, we
You
see
can hear
that the
wind
cabin is
whistling
different.
outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Enter the basement. We don't need the blade.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. Yet the room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
She's probably a ghost now, right?
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body.
Yeah.
And she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Voice of home.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about the woods. This has already happened. We killed her. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. And not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And where are you supposed to be? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I should have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
Yes, sometimes they do.
No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Well, to the end. There's a lot of things. What if I grab her?
Before she can suspect a thing, you lunge forward and grab her arm. You feel substance for the briefest of moments, but then you feel nothing at all, as though all you've done is clutch at empty air.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Fine. If I can't hurt you, then there really isn't anything for me to do here. I guess I'll get going. Leave her in the basement. Right, I don't think there's much more for us to talk about. I'm going to get my blade.
This isn't a solution. Nobody wins here.
You're...
Oh, she's upset, isn't she?
She's gonna kill us.
You're abandoning me here?
It would seem so, yes.
After everything you've done to me, you've chosen to do more?
The princess starts to float erratically from side to side, her cold exterior melting away.
But if you just leave me, then I'm really just going to be stuck here forever. There's nothing I could do. It's just going to go on and on and on and on, lonely and sad and hurting and empty. No, not that!
She's about to try something. Get ready.
She's gonna try to possess me.
The princess passes through you, a chill rippling along your skin, a disappointed sigh echoing in your ears. You turn and face her as she hovers between you and the stairs. Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all. Are we doing the right thing?
Why do I feel so sad? Don't let her get to you. It doesn't matter. Somehow, soon, this too will be over, and we'll move on to something new. I feel like you all keep forgetting that.
Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody. It's not who I wanted to be.
The tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath, staring into you with fire.
But I guess you've turned me into something worse.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then...
Yes?
Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened.
And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Did you miss?
No.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. Pity we don't have a weapon.
Your last moments are spent a helpless witness as she rips her hand from your chest, holding your still beating heart in her clenched fist. But that's ours!
See you soon, killer.
She crushes it, blood and ruined vascular tissue leaking from between her fingers, dribbling unceremoniously to the floor.
Yeah, great.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. The Raid.
You're on a
See?
path in
It's
the
different
wood.
now.
Shit! This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
The voice of paranoid.
Yes, so it does.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be.
Does there have to be a way out? For all we know, this is just how things are.
No, I can't accept that. I know she just killed us, but what if we free her? What if we help her leave? We haven't tried that yet.
I mean, it's a good point. Like, we could do that.
That does sound like it could be interesting. Or at least, different.
Let's save this as well.
I don't think we can stop her if that's what she wants to do. She ripped our heart out. Who's to say she can't go ahead and steal our body and make us do whatever she wants?
I mean, we could do that.
Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world.
For as long as I've known, she's been only a threat to us and no one else.
Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it. You're
Threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of anything? We've already died twice. Doesn't mean much to us anymore.
True.
All death has done is shunt us back to these woods where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again.
This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end.
Did she become a spider? Look at all these webs.
Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Sure.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no.
Great, that makes a lot of sense.
Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good.
I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different.
So we're in parallel realities. Makes sense, I guess.
I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it. You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever.
Maybe.
Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point.
Yeah, but...
Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't, and you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
Yeah, but it would just be the same thing over and over if I didn't choose different things.
Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
Oh, interesting. Proceed to the cabin.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Yeah,
I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense.
All these are my emotions. Voice of paranoia, voice of despair.
Maybe letting her out really is the answer. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out.
See what I care? It sounds like somebody's about to crack. There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won.
Huh?
Take it however you will.
How does the cabin look now?
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
I'm playing this for an hour and 35 minutes.
The only furniture of note is... that's strange.
What is it?
What's strange? Is it the mirror?
What do you mean there isn't a mirror? There's a mirror, plain as day at the end of the hall.
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
I guess not. Approach it, mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
I'm gonna save this as well. Watched.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Where the
This is it. The mirror's going to go away, and she's going to startle us. We better brace ourselves.
Okay.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold
she an
flooding
octopus?
your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a
she's a
steel
skeleton
vice,
now.
her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. But you decided it would be best to try and bury me all over again. You're not getting another chance to mess this up. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
That won't happen.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us.
And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt.
Fine.
And turn off the part of you that feels things. Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain.
Except that pain hurts.
Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
And you think that's even? How adorable. But I think you forgot about the part where you tried leaving me to rot. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. But you did hurt me. Twice even. And I'm not letting you do it again. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest
of
of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. What am I talking about? This isn't fine. It was better when she was a normal ghost.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough.
This ending, I have never seen this ending. It's fucking way as horror. The others are just normal.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Great.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this.
We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin.
Were we?
I was.
I know you were, but you were going to do it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Weren't you all of those things for me? I can grasp the shape of everything you think and feel. You think you were numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me. And I don't feel regret, even in the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
We weren't always like this.
I've always been like this.
All I'm doing is reading what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Why don't we just tell her that there is no way of escaping this place?
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have.
You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
But it's my body.
Yes, it's just a body now, but I need to do so many terrible things to you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one, we all go. 1, 2, 3. You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
We did it! We actually did it!
Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
What happens now? You wanted it.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should pay better attention to your head. You left. Gone. It's just you and you and you and me. Idiot.
It's fine. Terminal velo. You read it yourself.
What's happening to me?
Yep. This is pretty much the same.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling us. And not in a good way. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
It's gonna be the same thing as before. Yeah. It's gonna be approach the cabin, right? Yeah. Which there is no cabin. Approach her.
When I found you in the long quiet alone,
Yeah.
I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
That would be nice.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore. My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory. I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're on a path.
Okay guys, so I did made a couple of, as you see, different endings, and I've been doing this for almost 2 hours now. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah guys, please like, subscribe, press the bell, and yeah guys, as always, stay strong as stone everybody, or even better, stay strong as me. Bye bye.